Time is an invisible river that governs all our lives. From birth to death, we drift forward through this river. But have you ever wondered where this river originates? Where does time begin? The search for an answer to this question takes us back to the beginning of the universe, to the Big Bang. To understand the beginning of time, we must first understand what time actually is. In ancient times, time was seen merely as a tool to measure the events happening in the universe. But in the 20th century, Albert Einstein completely changed that idea. He said that time and space are not two separate things, but one. He called it spacetime. The universe is like a giant rubber sheet, and the planets and stars are like heavy objects placed on it. These objects create curves and dents on the sheet, and it is along these curved paths that even light and time travel. This means that time is not something outside the universe, but rather a part of it. We know that the universe is expanding. If so, we can rewind time backwards. Galaxies come closer together, stars merge, and eventually everything in the universe, space, time, energy, and matter, collapses into a single, infinitely dense and unimaginably hot point. Around 13.8 billion years ago, that point began to expand in what we call the Big Bang. It was not merely an explosion, it was the expansion of space itself. And with it came the birth of time. Before the Big Bang, just as there was no space, the very concept of time had no meaning. Here arises humanity's greatest question: what was before the Big Bang? This is where science falls silent. Scientists like Stephen Hawking have said that the question itself is wrong. He compared it to asking what lies north of the North Pole. The answer is nothing, because there is no direction north of the North Pole. Likewise, in physics, there is no state called before the Big Bang, because for, before, and after, to exist, time itself must exist, and time was not there. Some scientists suggest ideas like the multiverse, but none of these have been proven yet. So, to the question, where did time begin? Science gives this explanation: it began with the universe itself. It was a beginning born out of a state of no beginning. Perhaps the question of the origin of time is not really a question at all, but rather the first line of the most beautiful story the universe has to tell us. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this topic in the comments below.
Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.